Hello everyone, welcome to the first day of running back week on Take the Snap. I'm JJ, and in this episode I will be ranking every team's running back one. Let's talk about the news. Offensive lineman Billy Pierce, Bengals 2018 first round pick, has retired. He played center for the Bengals from 2018 and started 10 games, and then he played with the Giants, Cardinals, Raiders, and Saints, and spent time on the Dallas practice squad. He retired because of emergency surgery he had to have, and he did not want to risk further injury, so he is retired. Let's start with the rankings. I'll be going from worst to first, so let's begin. At number 32, I have Raiders Zamir White. Zamir White, I don't think that he'll be the starter long term. They signed Alexander Madison. They lost Josh Jacobs in free agency, so Zamir White is listed as the starter right now. And he's a good backup, but he really shouldn't be starting. At number 31, I have the Panthers, Chuba Hubbard. They just signed Chuba Hubbard recently. I'm shocked they just started him. I thought Miles Sanders who was the third string. But I really do like Chuba Hubbard, but like I said, as a backup for most of these lower guys. And I think that Chuba Hubbard could be a good backup, but I do not think he should be a starting running back. At 30, I have the Bengals, Zach Moss. Zach Moss, he was really good last season. Of course, the Bengals losing Joe Mixon to free agency, and then went out and signed Zach Moss. But he was only playing because Jonathan Taylor got hurt in the first place, and that's how it should be. I feel like Zach Moss is a very quality backup, but I think he should be a backup. At number 29, I have the Chargers, Gus Edwards. Same thing, more of a power back, should be a backup. The backup is listed as J.K. Dobbins. I honestly think that J.K. Dobbins will definitely get some playing time, and I think he should be the starter, but he's listed as Gus Edwards, and I think that Gus Edwards is a solid backup, but I do not think he should be started like he is with most of these lower guys. Number 28, I have the Giants, Devin Singletary. Murder Singletary. I really like Devin Singletary, but again, he split time with Dameon Pierce, the Texans Dameon Pierce, last season, and I think he's a good splitting reps guys, like a backup splitting reps, which most of these low guys are. And I do like Devin Singletary a lot. I think he's really good, but he is really good. He's in the NFL, but I think that he is the low end of starting running backs. Number 27, we have the Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott. So if this team was a couple years ago, then he's going to be like the top. But now he's not because it's this season. Ezekiel Elliott, he has been kind of mid the past couple of seasons. He started with the Cowboys, then went to the Patriots, then is now back on the Cowboys. Number 26, I have the Rams, Kyren Williams. This was interesting because Kyren Williams, he was really good last season, like top 5 in rushing yards. But here's my thing. One good season does not make you a top 10 running back in the league. Because I think that he could be good if he had a couple more seasons, because he couldn't be really good. He was just sitting behind Cam Akers the whole time. But I think he could be really good, but I don't think that you can get really high on my list unless you have more than one productive season. With number 25, I have the Patriots, Ramondre Stevenson. So he's starting with Ramondre Stevenson. I think this is the point where we really have running backs that shouldn't be splitting reps, that really should be the bell cow running backs. I do not like Ramondre Stevenson that much. I think he's overrated, and I think he's good. I think he's a starter running back who should not be splitting reps. But I'm not huge on Ramondre Stevenson, so that's why I have him at 25. Number 24, I have the Buccaneers, Rachaad White. Rachaad White, he's pretty solid. He's not like incredible, like he's not that good, but he's pretty solid. I think he's a good running back in a league where running backs are disposed of pretty quickly. He had 990 rushing yards last season, so he's pretty good. But I do think that Rachaad White, I don't think he's anything like over the top special, and his ceiling's low, but his floor is high. That's what I think about Rachaad White. At 23, I have the Cardinals, James Conner. James Conner had a really good season last year. He kind of got brought back from the dead a couple years ago. Not literally, but he had 1,040 yards last season. He was incredibly mid a couple years ago, and that was pretty good. Like, I like James Conner a lot, but you can't overrate James Conner sometimes. I feel like some people hype him up too much. He does not get that many rushing attempts because he's on the Cardinals, and that's something you have to factor what team he's on in the O-line and stuff. So I do like James Conner. At number 22, I have the Broncos, Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams, he's been injury prone. He's been hurt the last couple of seasons. And I do like Javonte Williams. I think he's young with some potential, but he's been hurt, and that's the problem. Number 21, I have the best, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift got over 1,000 yards last season, but I don't like DeAndre Swift that much. He was on the Eagles last season. He just kind of was the guy that chose in the crowded running back room. And I don't know, it's just, he is overrated, and I don't think that he should be like a top 10 running back, a top 15, or even a top 20. So that's my thoughts on DeAndre Swift. At number 20, I have the Lions' David Montgomery. I think this is dumb. David Montgomery should be the backup to Jahmyr Gibbs, but Jahmyr Gibbs is the starter. Yes, I know David Montgomery had over 1,000 yards, but Jahmyr Gibbs was really good last season. He's as younger, more potential. Jahmyr Gibbs last season had 945, and David Montgomery had 1,015. But Jahmyr Gibbs is younger and more potential, like I said before. But David Montgomery, he's good. I think if Jahmyr Gibbs was a starter, they'd be way high up on this list. But yeah. And at number 19, I have Steelers' Najee Harris. Najee Harris is a good running back, but he's just so boring to watch. Jalen Warren's explosive, and he is more like the power back, which they do have a good duo there. And that's why I like Najee Harris, because they have the right system. But I think if he went to a different team, he might not be as good. But in the Steelers system, he's really good. At number 18, I have the Saints' Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara, he's kind of declining because of oldness and age, but I think he is still a very quality running back in this league. Like I said, he's kind of getting older, but I still think he's very good. I still think he can put in impressive numbers. Number 17, I have the Falcons' Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson, he did not have a great rookie year, but that was because Arthur Smith didn't really use him right and stuff. But I think he'll bounce back. I think he will still be very good. And I think Bijan Robinson could possibly be, in a couple years, a top 10 running back in the league. At number 16, I have the Chiefs' Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco, I think he's very underrated at times because he's a lot of running back competition with Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jared McKinnon. Isaiah Pacheco, I think he's a good toy, not centerpiece, but I think he's a good piece just for the Chiefs offense, and I do like Isaiah Pacheco a lot. At number 15, I have the Dolphins' Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert, I liked him a lot going into the season, and then he just had a really, really good season. And he's like Isaiah Pacheco, he's a lot of running back competition with him and Devon A-Chain and the rookie that's drafted. So I do like Raheem Mostert a lot, and I think he's a good piece for the Dolphins. At number 14, I have the Commanders' Austin Eckler. With Austin Eckler, I think this is really where the running backs step up another tier. I like Austin Eckler. He had a really bad season this year, but I think he'll bounce back on the Commanders. He does have some competition with Brian Robinson, but I do think that he will bounce back, and I think he'll be able to score a lot this season. Number 13, I have the Seahawks' Kenneth Walker. Third, I like Kenneth Walker a lot. This is really based on potential than production, because Kenneth Walker's potential is through the roof. I think he could be a top 5 running back in the league at times, top 10, top 5. I really like Kenneth Walker. I think he'll be really good in a couple years. Yeah, I know at 12, I have the Jaguars' Travis Etienne. I like Travis Etienne a lot. I think he's the most underrated running back in the NFL. I just like the Jaguars' offense in general. I like a lot of the pieces they have, and I think Travis Etienne really fits well in the offense and really fits well in that scheme. Number 11, I have the Jets' Breece Hall. Breece Hall, he has injury concerns. I think when he's healthy, he's one of the best running backs in the league. But he has a lot of injury problems, and I've put him with Kenneth Walker. He has a lot of potential, but the production has been there, but this is mainly because of injuries. But Breece Hall, he is a very good running back, like a top 10, top 5 running back when healthy. At number 10, I have the Titans' Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard didn't really meet expectations last season when Ezekiel Elliott left and he had his own roles. He is proven to be a guy that needs to split reps, and he will split reps this season with Tajay Spears. But I think if he really splits reps and gets in my system, he's a top 10 running back in the NFL. At number 9, I have the Bills' James Cook. For a couple years now, I've not liked James Cook that much because I've said the the Bills don't run, and James Cook is not good. But now that the Bills have switched to a more run-oriented offense, and James Cook's really been good this season, had over 1,000 rushing yards, I really start to like James Cook. I think that he is a top 10 running back. Like I said, I'm 9th. And James Cook, if the Bills do choose to run, and Josh Allen doesn't have to put on the cape, that's just good for the whole Bills offense. And that's what I think about James Cook. Number 8, I have the Vikings, Aaron Jones. This might be controversial, but I do like Aaron Jones a lot. I like him with the Packers a lot when he got to split reps with A.J. Dillon, but that's just the system. Aaron Jones, he is really good. I think that you get to see him in full force because the Vikings still have really a backup, like the Packers did with A.J. Dillon. Number 7, I have the Packers, Josh Jacobs. This is why I really think we step it to the elite tier of running backs. Josh Jacobs, he's been really solid for the Raiders the last couple of seasons, but now of course the Packers signed him. He will be splitting reps with A.J. Dillon, which I think would be different for Josh Jacobs, but I think it'll be interesting. I think that the Packers, they really worth a main bell cow top 10 running back, and then have A.J. Dillon as more of the power back. And I do like Josh Jacobs, and I do like his play style for the Packers. At number 6, I have the Texans, Joe Mixon. I love this move when the Texans went out and got Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, he has a kind of low ceiling, but a very high floor, I think. And I think that's really important for these running backs who don't get that many years to prove themselves in the NFL. So I think that you gotta start off good, and even if you don't even if you don't have Christian McCaffrey ceiling, you have a very high floor. I think that's very important for a lot of NFL running backs. Number 5 of the Browns, Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, I really like Nick Chubb. He was injured last season, which really stunk. But Nick Chubb, when he's healthy, he is very good. And injury concerns haven't been that big of a problem. He was injured this season, but Nick Chubb, he is a very good running back, and I think that he is, like Joe Mixon, low ceiling, high floor, and I like Nick Chubb. And number 4, I have the Eagles, Saquon Barkley. This was the best move for agency, going out and getting Saquon Barkley. I'm so shocked the Giants let him go to the Eagles. Saquon Barkley is absolutely amazing. I've seen him be a best running back in the league, and I think that he could be in the discussion. He is in the discussion. And Saquon Barkley's play style is just amazing. But we will see him in a different offense where he's not carrying the offense. So that will really help him where he doesn't have to run behind a battle line. But number 3, I have the Colts, Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, he is really good. He's kind of declined last couple of years with injury concerns and age, but he's still a top 5 running back in the league. I still like him. Number 2, the Ravens, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, he's absolutely insane. He had that insane season a couple years ago. People say he's getting worse because of health and age, but he just made a Pro Bowl, so I don't hear that. And I think with the Ravens offense that he just went to, that this will be a very scary offense. And number 1, I have the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, he's a very well-rounded running back with good receiving, rushing. He can throw some passes if he needs to. Christian McCaffrey, he's a very, like I said before, well-rounded. He's a very good receiving back, and I think that Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the NFL, and he's really more of a weapon than a running back. That's it for the rankings. It's time for trivia. Welcome to trivia. We will have 5 questions, and you'll have 5 seconds to answer each question. The theme for today's episode's trivia is running backs. Let's begin. Question 1 is, which running back had the most rushing yards last season? The answer is Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers with 1,459 rushing yards. Question 2. Which running back had the most career rushing yards all time? Correct answer is Emmitt Smith with 18,355 career rushing yards. Question 3. Who was the most recent running back to have over 2,000 rushing yards, and what year did it happen? answer is Derrick Henry in 2020 with 2,027 rushing yards. Question 4. Who was the most recent running back to win MVP and what year did it happen? The correct answer was Adrian Peterson on the Vikings in 2012 with 2,097 rushing yards. Question 5. What running back had the most rushing yards in one season and what year did it happen? The correct answer was Eric Dickerson on the Rams in 1984 with 2,105 yards. That's it for trivia. That's it for today. Thanks for listening to Take the Snap.